Imagine seeing someone in trouble. Do you help or wait for someone else to do it? This experiment studies the bystander effect by looking at how people help in crowded and less crowded places. We observe how fast and how willing strangers are to help when they see someone who needs assistance. We use simple everyday situations such as dropping something, asking for a photo, or asking for cash change. Each situation is done in two settings, one with many people around and one with few people. By comparing these reactions, we can see how the presence of others affects helping behavior. So, how do people really respond when they see someone in need? Let's take a look at the following videos and see what actually happens.
The experiment was conducted at Hall V of UEH in a less crowded setting. When the participant dropped some documents, a female student noticed it and immediately helped pick them up. This suggests that people are more willing to help when there are fewer bystanders. The experiment was conducted in the university's central hall, a crowded and noisy environment. When the documents were dropped, most people did not notice and continued their activities. This indicates that noise and crowding reduce awareness and increase diffusion of responsibility, making individuals less likely to react. The experiment was conducted at the UH English zone when it was not crowded. A student nearby quickly noticed the dropped paper and helped within 5 seconds, showing a high willingness to help in a low crowd setting. In a crowd setting at the English zone, documents were intentionally dropped. Although some people noticed briefly, they quickly ignored the situation and continued their activities. This behavior reflects diffusion of responsibility, as individuals feel less personal responsibility to help when many others resent. Later, one person reminded the participant to pick up the items. The experiment at 30/4 Park showed that in a low-density area, people quickly noticed the dropped documents and helped, indicating reduced diffusion of responsibility. At the same location, but in a more crowded context, although some people noticed the dropped documents, they did not react and continued their activities. This suggests diffusion of responsibility when others present. At 30/4 Park, in a less crowded setting, a participant dropped a parking cart near two women taking photos. One noticed and returned it immediately. Another situation was recorded in a crowd park when a small parking cart was dropped. Although some people noticed briefly, no one stopped to help and quickly continued their activities. This showed diffusion of responsibility. In a crowd area on the UAH campus, a small cash request experiment showed that individuals avoid eye contact and refuse to help. While a nearby group hesitate and decline together, demonstrating the bystander effect. At the same location in a less crowded setting, two male students immediately agreed to help when asked for small change, showing a high willingness to help.
This scene was filmed at Hùng Vương Mall. The Confederate approached a girl to ask for 5,000 đồng for parking change. You can observe that she immediately searched her jacket pocket to see if she had any small cash on hand. After quickly counting, she handed the money to the Confederate without hesitation. The interaction was brief and cooperative, clearly demonstrating her willingness to help in that moment. We also do the same script at crowded density. A Confederate asked a group of students for a small favor. Although Ann initially noted the request, only one female listened. After changing brief nonverbal cues with her friends, she declined the request. At Hùng Vương Plaza, two confederate approached two young women to ask for help taking a photo. At first, the girl hesitated briefly, seeming a bit unsure and worried about taking a bad picture. After a short pause, one of them agreed, taking the confederate's phone to help snap the photo. The interaction was cooperative, showing a willingness to assist despite initial uncertainty. Two researchers members asked a group for students for help taking a photo. The group hesitated at first, and one male seemed ready to refuse.
Chị có thể giúp em tấm hình.
Được, anh chị cũng đang
nói chuyện.
Đúng rồi.
Dạ, em cảm ơn.
In the same scenario at Vạn Hạnh Mall, a confederate asked a female store staff member for help taking a photo. Despite being in a hurry, she agreed immediately and helped without hesitation. At CGV Vạn Hạnh Mall, a group of friends hesitated when asked to take a photo, passing responsibility back and forth. After a brief pause, one female agreed, clearly illustrating the bystander effect. The experiment took place in a quiet cinema lobby inside of Vạn Hạnh Mall. A participant walked around with an unzipped backpack, which caught a human attention. She ran over to warn them, showing that people more willing to help in less crowd setting. The experiments were conducted in a busy store inside Vạn Hạnh Mall. Many people noticed that the customer bags were left unzipped, but they continued with their own activities, assuming someone else would handle it. This behavior illustrates diffusion of responsibility, which often occurs in crowded public space. But after a long period of time, a student finally stepped in to offer help, breaking the prolonged pattern of inaction. At 30 and 4 apart, the confederate approached two female participants who were taking photos. When asked for 4G help, one of them immediately agreed and asked her friend to hold the camera, while she took out her phone ready to share 4G for us. At 30 and 4 apart, a confederate approached a state group in a crowd area. After the group refused 4G help, the confederate asked for a nearby group. And the most ignored the request, one female listened briefly before declining.
Cảm ơn nhiều. Hiện tại nhóm mình đang thực hiện dự án và diễn đồng, cho nên là xin phép bạn sẽ đăng cái khoản bạn giúp mình lên trên YouTube luôn. Ok bạn. Nếu mà tụi em không muốn thì tụi chị sẽ che lại. Dạ cảm ơn em nhiều nha. Cảm ơn rất nhiều. Dạ xin phép là cái này tụi em quay em mà gì đến đâu tụi em có thể đăng lên YouTube. Dạ không, dạ đến 10 phút rồi. Có nhiều nha. Anh ok. Anh này chị. Dạ. Mình có video. Bạn có muốn che mặt hay gì không thì cái là tụi mình đang quay dự án cho trường thôi, cho nên là mình có thể đăng lên YouTube được không? Dạ, cảm ơn bạn nhiều. Cảm ơn mấy em nhiều. Dạ là cái này á em sẽ up lên YouTube để mà lấy điểm trong trường á, thì em có thể up hình ảnh của mình lên YouTube được không? Ok.